Typically, if you ask a tracer what they think the most important thing to work on at a session is, they'll probably tell you something like flow, progression, pushing your fear, or conditioning. But one thing I believe is often overlooked is creativity. When I take a step back and really look at parkour today, I don't see as much creativity being pushed as what used to be. I'm not saying nobody's pushing creativity, just not as many people are. I feel like people don't really push that creativity anymore because they think parkour's plateaued, freerunning's plateaued. We can do so many things that you look at it and you don't think anything else is possible. But that's not true. We just haven't discovered it yet. I can't sit here and tell you what we're going to be doing in 20 years, but who knows, there's probably going to be a whole array of new movements we've never even imagined, as long as people keep pushing creativity. So how do we push this? How do we make sure that people stay creative into the future and help parkour grow? Well, it's up to us. We've got to go out there and be creative. It's not all about flow, it's not all about progression. It's also going to be a lot about creativity. Though, don't give up flow and progression, of course not. That's two of the most important things in parkour, and you need to do them. But start thinking about creativity when you're out on a session as well. Start looking at things you've already done and thinking, how can I change that up? How can I make it even better? If you think of a move and you think, oh no, that's impossible, people can't do that, don't just think that's impossible, think nobody's done it yet. And go and try and make it real. And when you do, start showing friends, start showing it off. Get the word out. We want parkour to grow. One thing that I found that really helps push creativity is going back to the same spot multiple times. Just because you've been somewhere once and you think you've done everything there, don't be done with that spot. Definitely go back. Every time you go back to a spot that you've been to, try and find something new. This can be a challenge at first. When you get there, you'll think, oh, I've done everything here, I'm never going to find something new. But I guarantee by the time you walk away, you're going to be thinking to yourself, how did I not think of that before? And I guarantee there's tons more to do even after you leave that session, and you'll probably go back again and find more stuff. Another way that we found to push creativity is to just take a small area where you're training, say something like one vault box or one rail, and do every possible thing you can do on it. Just stay there for an hour, hour and a half maybe. Keep coming up with new things and pushing it. The more you come up with, the more you're going to be pushing that creativity. This is a really good way to push creativity, and you should try it in multiple spots. You'll be surprised with some of the stuff you'll come up with. All I'm really trying to say in this rant is that we need to start pushing creativity just as much as we push all the other components of parkour and freerun. If we do, we can make something totally unique and totally special in the future. We don't want parkour to ever level out. It needs to keep growing and keep progressing just like we do. That's the whole point. So go out there, start training, and push that creativity.